Hello, everyone come from every part of the world. Okay, this episode is the final one. I just made a mistake. That I just actually the Democratic Party's president. I just want to share is it's only four. It's only four presidents. Just the President Joe Biden, President Obama, President Clinton, and President Carter. And the President Carter is just passed away in the year 2024, December. So actually, when I say that the President Joe Biden's experience of the government official is 55 years old, you have to be amazed, to surprised, to stunned. The President Carter's experience in the government official is 61 years old. In Chinese, that is over 60 years. That is five turns of the 12 animals' years. In a Chinese traditional regulation, every year we will have a kind of animal to just belong to this year's fortune. So here are 12 animals. That is five turns. Then that will become the first 60 years. And the 112 years is 10 turns. So if a person can live till 120 years, that will be a very, very giant, big blessing, benediction, and so highest praise. That is in Chinese Mandarin. That is in Chinese tradition. So 61 years is over the 5 turns of the 12 years. So that is unbelievable. The President Carter's name is James Earl Jimmy Carter. Okay, so Jimmy is his just a very little cute name. His whole name is James Earl Jimmy Carter Jr. He was born out in the 1924 years and October 1st. He is the politician from the Democratic Party, and he is the humanist. Humanist. Do you know what I'm talking about? Humanist. 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 And he is the 39th American president from 1977 to the 1981 year. He was born out in the Georgia state, the Plains, and in the early time, he's continuously served in the United States Navy. In a coincident time, he ever managed the peanut farm. And from the 1963 to the 1967, he just occupied the position in the Georgia state state house to be the senator. So from the 1971 to the 1975 to occupy the Georgia state, the 76th governor. Afterward, he just participate to just compete and seek for the qualification to join the presidential election. And he defeat that moment time the President Gerald Ford, and finally win that moment time the election is. In the presidency of the President Carter, in the President Carter's tenure, that is very important. He established 2 new cabinets of the United States. One is for the energy, one is for the education. And besides, to encounter that is occurred in American domestic, the continuous, what we call the word stagflation, 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 stagflation. What is the stagflation? That is the high inflation and the high unemployment rate and the slowly down economic growth, etc. These problems. In his tenure, he just ate up the rate to the highest percent, the 20%, and evoke caused partial people's resisting. Besides, on the foreign affairs, the President Carter very positive to mediate the war among the Israel and the Egypt. Besides, and cope with to amend the relationship from the communist countries. If you want to just realize more, I can take an example just to stimulate the formally establish the friendly relationship with the People's Republic of China, and in coincident times cut off the relationship with the Republic of China. If you want to take example, I can tell this to you. And when the President Carter is just to manage the foreign affairs, he concentrate and accentuate, triumph and emphasize the assurance for the civil right, the people's right. So he ever give pressure to that moment time, the military tougher Pu Zhenxi, who just lured the North Korea government to push pressure to him to just make him to amend its policy for the human right. So in the 1979 year, he signed up to transfer the Authorization Association of the Canal de Panama. He signed up to transfer the Authorization Association, the Panama. In the coincident time, the Soviet Union agrees just to be aggressive, just to be aggressive to the Afghanistan. So the President Carter ordered to the Soviet Union to just order the Soviet Union to adopt, prohibit, just to transform the food to them, and boycott the 1980 years summer Olympia. Besides, eliminate the both sides all sign up the bills, the aid, what called limit strategic military arms. In the coincident time, in the meanwhile year, the Iran explode the Islam Revolution and turn over the Pahlavi dynasty. And because the Pahlavi king offer, because the American offered the king of the Pahlavi the political shelter, the harmony authorization in the bottom of the year just grabs the Tehran hostage, that is just stay in an embassy house about 52 people. That is just the Iran hostage crisis. So in the next year, President Carter assigned the troops to save the hostage, but finally that is failed. And afterward, the situation in the Iran just appeal the second crisis of the petroleum to lead American domestic petroleum price is just lifting up so quickly. So that is regarded in a coincident year, the presidential election, when the President Carter seek for the re-elected, but finally he lose the election and led the President Reagan to win the election. Finally, the Iran hostage crisis experienced 444 days till the day the President Carter take off. That day, the things just stopped. When President Carter retired, he just positively participate the things that is on mediating the wars and to just negotiate the things about the hostage crisis. So in the 9/11 attack, he resisted the American Little Bush government to just attack the Iraq. And in the 2002, the President Carter has won the Nobel Prize for the Peace. And the 24 December, the President Carter is died in his home in the Georgia state. He has been the 100 years old. He even said that if one day he can live till 100 years, hope the longevity, the very good and the perfect 100 years can bless the Democratic Party to be continuously blessed and under the benediction, and always has the very integrity, excellent, and really earnestly and really pious president in the Democratic Party. This is the President Carter story. He is a very unbelievable character. He really lived till the 100 years. That is all in his plan. He's a real practical practical activity behavior, but also he's really a humanist, and he's really a very unbelievable, unparalleled president. So 61 years old, he is older than the President Joe Biden. So, but I still prefer the President Joe Biden because he really so hard. So many hardship in Biden's life. We unbelievable. We just can't believe how many crises or disasters occurred in his life, but he still insists on his road on the politics. However, he can select or decide to do the economical activities or to be a businessman. That will be better than to be a politician when here are so many disasters in the home. But finally, the President Joe Biden still decide the road of politics. I think the President Carter will just praise him and always remember him. I am longer than you for 6 years, okay? Although that is just 6 years, but I'm still older than you. Okay, that is a joke. That is a joke. So very happy to be here to just share this story to you all. And his birthday is October, so we just say happy birthday to the President Carter. hope he can just have a very wonderful next life. And maybe this time he just in the mommy's belly. He just in the pregnant mommy's belly. So we bless him, can have another whole new wonderful life. Thank you for your watching. So see you next time. Maybe we can have another topic. Okay, see you. Bye bye.